बहुत शुक्रिया अपडेट करने के लिए। अभी आपको लिए चलते हैं तर्जुमान दफ्तर खारजा इस वक्त ब्रीफ कर रही हैं।
Ratio of global trade amongst developing countries is now making an increase. Similarly, the foreign direct investments to developing countries from other developing countries led by China is also increasing, which gives us the hope that this is the future of our cooperation and development. The developing countries are also facing some challenges that we have to take care of collectively. With the emergence of regional and sub-regional trading blocs, the barriers for developing of participating countries and have gone down, but other countries which are outside these blocs are finding increasingly difficult to access these markets or benefit from their growth. This has given rise to an economy that is inequitable and less inclusive. Similarly, with the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, we have seen new opportunities and challenges. The power of financial technology and international economic integration cuts both ways. It can multiply and fast track the spread of risk factors just as it can enhance economic dividends. And that is why it is important for developing countries to find common opportunities and work together to have a more just, equitable trading system which benefits all of us together. There is a need to further tap into the enormous potential of South-South and triangular cooperation so that no one is left behind. South-South partners shall continue to promote collaboration based on equal footing, mutual benefits, and win-win outcomes. We all remember how the doctors from Cuba came to Pakistan during the earthquake and stayed here in the winter months under snow, open skies, and helped Pakistan during that very difficult times. This is a prime example of South-South cooperation, and that is something that we shall all endeavor for, because our challenges are similar, our understanding of issues that we face are similar, and we also have a better understanding of the limitations of each other. In that respect, we shall remember how Pakistan was supported by other countries, primarily China, in difficult phases in our history. The Chinese government, for example, announced a substantial contribution to support the flood-affected communities in Pakistan through its enduring partnership with UNDP under the Global Development and South-South Cooperation Fund. Pakistan, learning from its own experience of the resilient recovery, rehabilitation, and reconstruction, the experience of recovery after the earthquake and the floods, we also are in a position to share our experience and expertise with other developing countries that face climate catastrophes and disasters. With respect to China, there are two key examples when we talk about China where it has led the Global South in terms of South-South cooperation. One is the China-South South Development Center, the secretariat of which is in Beijing. It was established in 2008. It is a partnership with the United Nations, and the overall mission is to promote South-South cooperation, promote successful experiences and practices, and build development capacity in the global South. And a more well-known example of South-South cooperation is the Belt and Road Initiative. We all know about it, which is one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects ever conceived. It is a vast collection of development and investment initiatives and investment in developing countries, including Pakistan, and that is how the BRI is contributing to the development of developing countries through green finance, through development centers, and through investment. More recently, China has proposed the Global Development Initiative, which has now been endorsed by the UN General Assembly. It calls for building a consensus on pursuing development, promoting shared growth, and helping accelerate implementation of the UN 2030 agenda. And GDI lists prioritizing development as top.
तर्जुमान दफ्तर खारजा मुमताज़ ज़हरा बलोच चीन की तरक्की और आलमी क़यादत के सफ़र पर कॉन्फ्रेंस से खिताब कर रही हैं। इस मौके पर उन्होंने कहा कि पाक चाइना का मुख्तलिफ शोबों में करीबी ताउन मौजूद है। तरक्की पजीर ममालिक के लिए मुश्तरका मौक़े तलाश करने की ज़रूरत है। चीन की मुसलसल तरक्की से दूसरे ममालिक को भी तक़वियत और उम्मीद मिलती है।